Hello, everybody, and nice to see you guys. Hello, Becky. Hello to our beautiful Tiffany. Hello to Amy, to Watson, and to Lilith. It is nice to see you guys. Beautiful Amy, if you would like to post your questions, please go for it, sweetie. In the meanwhile, I'm going to go and answer Aki. You would like the blunt deck, and I get to pick the rest. Let's go for it. So let's start off with the blunt deck. I hope everybody is doing great onto this Saturday afternoon or evening. Here we go. And voila. So, I am undecided at this moment about us. I need some time to think this through, but at the same time, I need to really just take my time. I don't need to be rushed. We are on hold, but I want you to know that I am going to be coming on back towards you. I need to have more fun into my life. I want you to know that at this moment, I am ready for a fresh start with you. And you know what? I know that we are going to be better together. I need us, though, I really do, to take it slowly. Let me scroll down into the chat. There's a lot of roses over here. Oh, Lilith has got a lot of roses, too. Oh, my gosh, you're playing games on me. Hello, Apollo. Nice to see you, sweetie. Good evening. I hope you're doing good. All right, so let's continue on. Timestamp, you sure can. I just thought about it. Well, let's put it at 1 minute. I think 1 minute should be good. Thank you, Lilith. Let's continue over here with Shadow Love, because I do know that you have asked for that one a few times. Let's put these ones away. Why do I deserve someone like you? I want you to know that I cannot quite come to you at this moment. I cannot quite make you happy right now, neither. Hello, M. And thank you for your donation. Welcome to the channel tonight. That reminds me so much of an Amy name, right? I don't quite know where it is that I should start, and I feel as though at this moment I cannot quite make a decision. Let's continue on. Thank you, my beautiful Lilith. Let's go see the little white deck. We have not seen this little deck in a little while. And here we go. I want to be able to explain myself to you. I have loved you ever since the very first moment our eyes have met. Believe me, this is simply not over yet. The pain of losing you still haunts me day and night. I feel like a complete idiot for having messed things up with you. And I have never, but never fell so deeply in love before. Absolutely, we will leave you a timestamp, sweetie. And let's go see the Secrets of Love unlocked. Do we have our beautiful Amy who is here? Amy is still not here, right? Okay, so I'm going to go and see Tiffany into the meanwhile. So we'll be waiting for our beautiful Amy. Eki, let's continue over here. I look into the mirror and I wonder what you think is truly attractive about me. There are times I can't sleep trying to think of a way to really just make it all work for us. Can we stop pretending we're just friends perhaps right now? I feel like I can't rest until we are together. And I look at you smiling and wonder if sometimes that smile could maybe be for me. Let's continue on and let's go with the blue little deck. And then I'm moving over to Tiffany. What is going on? Why do we have all these devils over here? What's going on with Watson? Tragic heroes. What is going on, guys? Oh, okay, some stuff you guys are watching. I want to be able to help heal your heart. Hello, beautiful Amy. How are you doing, sweetie? You brought out the very best in me. Amy, if you would like to post your questions, my lovely. I love how absolutely positive you are. And I do want you to know that you are the reason for my happiness. And let's take one last one on. I want you to be able to tell me whenever things are simply not okay with you. Aha! Okay, I have no idea. I have never watched a movie. Heard about the title. Don't even know what that mask looks like. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it something that haunts and wants? I don't know. I am, my beautiful Amy. How are you doing, sweetie? Is the party this Saturday or is it the following Saturday, Amy? I know you said you were having a party. Tiffany, in the meanwhile, let's go see you. And whenever Amy is ready, we'll be with Amy. So our beautiful Akimini, we'll put a timestamp because I believe she was here for a little while before the live begun. Let's maybe put at 6:30. And notes, is he going to Maryland or Nigeria soon? Oh, okay. Well, let's go see. Let's go see if he's going to Maryland to begin with. And then we'll go see if he's going to Nigeria soon. We're going to finish up with the notes. It is? Well, all right. Okay. I had no idea. We still have to finish our other one, the spooky one. I want to know what's going on with that. Hello to Lisa. Nice to see you, sweetie. Thank you for joining us today. I am getting our devil over here, 10 of Wands, followed out by the star, also getting our 8 of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands. I am actually going to have to say, I feel as though we would like to be able to go to Maryland, but we're not going to be able to go to Maryland. But there's a little something that is there. Hello, my beautiful Susan. You're in early today. So I feel like we would like to go to Maryland, but we're not going to be able to go to Maryland, which is the difference that I'm seeing over here. Let's go see about Nigeria. Oh, well, see, there you go. Look what I did. Look what I did, Juanson. I just created a need for you. Now you need a new mask. Oh, my gosh. I'm so sorry. I know it's going to be expensive, Juanson. I am so sorry. Now you're going to have to go on Etsy. I know. There are only 2 left, Lou. That's it? Only 2? Oh, my gosh. That's not a lot. I will try to get one in at least this week. All right. So are we going to be going to Nigeria? Is there a possibility we're not going to go to Nigeria and we're not going to go to Maryland? Because at this moment, I feel as though we're neither going to one or the other. I feel as though we would actually like to be going to Maryland and we would like to be going to Nigeria, but we're not going to be able to go to neither one of them from what I can see over here. So I'm actually going to have to say no to both of them. And is Wonky, you've been looking over his shoulder again, haven't you, my beautiful Tiffany? Is Wonky, his female colleague, going to be in Nebraska too? Okay, well, let's go and find that out. Thank you, my beautiful Susan. So, is Wonky's female colleague going to be in Nebraska also? Let's go and find that out. So is Wonky's female colleague. She's got an intriguing name, I have to say. Oh, is it really, Juanson? At Barnes & Noble? Oh, my gosh. Oh, sheesh. I've been good, Apollo. I have been good. Thank you, sweetie. How have you been? I've been busy. For me, anything that is of Halloween and everything of the such is a very busy moment because of me, my children, and my little one. His birthday is at the same period. So it's a crazy time for me, but now it is good. I am better. I'm feeling relaxed. Although I have to say, it has absolutely nothing to do with anything that we're talking about, but I see people, it's like warmer than usual outside at this time of year, and people are putting up like their Christmas decorations. And usually I'm one of the first ones. I'm kind of feeling late. I'm kind of feeling pressure now. I think I might be going out tomorrow to start putting some stuff up. I'm not going to light them up, but start to put them up because everybody's putting them up. All right. Okay. On to that note. Tiffany, sweetie, is Wonky his female colleague? Is she going to Nebraska also? I'm going to have to say a yes onto that one. It is a yes. And do I ever see him in Texas? Really? Honestly, Amy? Oh my gosh. It's a big football game. Is it? It's a big football game today? I don't know. Why is it big? It's not, I mean, it's, I don't know. Why is it big like that? What's going on today? Hello, Lex. Nice to see you. No, Apollo. We don't skip Thanksgiving. In Canada, our Thanksgiving was 2 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Our Thanksgiving is like a whole month before yours. All right, so let's go forward over here and let's go see what I have. Okay, so do I actually ever see him going to Texas? I actually do see him going to Texas over here. I just feel like it's more of a complicated thing for him to actually get to Texas, to get to that point. I feel like there's always some obstacles. There's always a little bit of a something. But I know quite surely over here that you're wanting him to go over there. So at some point, yes, he will. But for some reason, it just seems kind of complicated. Yes, it was in October, Lilith. I think it was, I don't know, around the 12th of October or something. It was a little while ago. And notes. Let's go do some notes. I'm going to go over here. That is so nice. I am so glad for you, my beautiful Amy. I can't believe you even have somebody playing live music at your party. My gosh. When you do something, you do it right, don't you? Okay. So let's go see Ace of Swords, thinking about you, thinking about reaching out, wanting to reach out, thinking about a different type of solutions. 10 of Cups, wanting you to know that we are you are anyways, everything for us. You're so very important. We do love you. We do care for you. We do want to be with you. And we definitely don't want to lose you. Followed out by, I want you to choose, and I want you to choose us. What do you want? What do you want with us? What do you want into our relationship? I feel as though I need more balance. I need more security into my life at this moment. Amy, so you like football, or you hang around people who like football? Or do you like it because you like to see the men, you know, doing their stuff? Or is it because of the halftime show? What do you like? I don't know. What do you like about it, Amy? Or do you truly like football? Just a question all the way out there like that. Because, I mean, some people like them, some people don't, and some people like to watch it for other reasons. Just wondering. I'm curious here, Amy. And you've taken up Apollo drinking Irish coffee, haven't you? What do you got into that Irish coffee? All right, and well, let's go with the last one over here, my dear friend, and then I'm going to be moving on over to Me M. Me M is next, but I'm still waiting for our beautiful Amy. I have not seen your questions unless I have not looked well. I am sorry. I have hurt you into the past, beautiful Tiffany. I really do want to be able to see you. I want you to know that my heart is yours, and it is always yours. I do have a lot of regrets from things that have happened between us into the past. I don't always tell you the way that I feel. I am hiding my true feelings towards you. Well, that is nice, Amy. I like that, sweetie. Let's go see over here for our beautiful, hold on. Oh, no, I do have your questions, Amy. Look at that. I've got you. You're here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go and see Amy, followed out by Me M. Amy, followed by Me M, and then Susan, and we have Lexi also, who is following on up. So let's go see for my beautiful Amy. Cancer's energy to begin with. Okay, Cancer's energy. Cancer's energy is about hiding his energy. It's about kind of being a little bit, I'm not going to say suspicious. I feel like we want to kind of play around. I feel like we want to reach out towards you. We want to be with you. We want to spend some time with you. So I'm going to say I kind of feel like we are a little bit into a moment of wanting to feel kind of sneaky, wanting to feel like we want to get closer to you. We want something with you. So it's what I'm seeing into his energy. We want to be sneaky. We want to reach out towards you. Sneakiness, of course, because, you know, we don't really want everybody to find out. Let's go see Cancer and Amy. Oh, the party is tomorrow. What is it that you need to know? Okay. So Cancer and Amy. So you know that your guys are doing the exact same thing, right? You're watching football and he's watching football. You guys should watch football together. Here we go. So what is going on over here? Cancer and Amy wanting to put more time into the relationship, but knowing that it is quite complicated. Also knowing over here with our Nine of Cups in reverse that we're a little bit unsure that we're ultimately going to get that beautiful happiness at the end of time. We don't always necessarily believe, or we don't believe at this moment, that justice is going to be there. We do not believe that you are going to be choosing us, because we know how we are going to be, and we know that we are going to procrastinate, and we're going to try to push things as further as possible. And we feel into our gut that you are most likely at some point not going to want to deal with this, and at some point might just end up leaving him. And that hurts him. He is sad about that. Thank you, my beautiful Tiffany. And the party. What do you need to know about the party? Let's go see. Anything that you need to know about this party? So, party tomorrow. What do you need to know? Hello, Lisa. Thank you so very much, sweetie. I'll be with you momentarily. So here we go. And let's go and see what we've got. What do you need to know for this party? The party all together. You need to know that things are going to go quite well. I feel as though it's actually going to go really, really quickly. Maybe there's some things that you would like to do, maybe that you had planned on doing that you're not necessarily going to end up doing. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be nice. It's going to bring you more courage, more power, more strength. I feel as though you're going to have a great time. And at the same time, though, I am going to say it's not going to be completely perfect. I feel like you're going to have a great time. I feel like everything's going to be nice, and it's really going to go really, really like quickly into a blink of an eye. But at the same time, I do see a little bit of sadness coming from you. As much as you're surrounded by loving people, people who care about you, I still feel like there's that little want, that little person inside of you that's saying that, you know, you kind of wish that you would also be with Cancer at this party. But altogether, I'm going to say it's going to be nice. A lot of openness, a lot of fun, a lot of sharing, a lot of caring. I don't see any kinks. I don't see anything bad happening. I see nothing but great times, sweetie. So I'm going to say there's nothing really that you need to know about. Basically, what I can say is try to concentrate onto the moment. Try to have fun and don't think about anything else. Just think about that time, that moment right there, and enjoy yourself. Now, you would like to know, is Cancer watching football tonight at mom and dad's or with friends and family? Let's go see if he's with mom and dad. Me am, you're up next, followed out by Susan. So let's go and find this out. Okay, is he with mom and dad? This is going to be over here for mom and dad. And we're going to be taking another one out over here for friends. Friends and family. For the moment, it's looking like mom and dad is what it's looking like over here. I can feel as though we don't really want to necessarily be into that place, but we feel as though it was the easiest place for us to be. which is why we did not necessarily go out to friends, and we did not. So there's no doubt about it over here. I will say that he is with mom and dad. He's not with friends and family. Sending you so much love, my beautiful Amy. S has now found his own place and moved yesterday, and you miss him already, right? Oh, sweetie. Let's go over here and let's go see. Is he going to move back permanently? If so, when? And any children to the future for you? I'm going to go and see for your first question. As for your second, I'll try to tell you as much as I can. We're going to leave a timestamp. I'm sorry. wanted a timestamp at 2030. So 2030 for So my beautiful, I'm going to try to give you a clear answer about the future, about children for you. But if it's too far off, a lot of things can change. A lot of things can be modified, so it might not necessarily be. So let's go and find out over here. Are there going to be any children for you into the future? I will say a yes. I feel as though it is going to be within the following 3 years. So within the following 3 years, I do see some children popping on up. I will say that you will have 2. I feel as though they're going to be both girls from what I can see at this moment. As for him moving back in, though, I'm going to have to say for a moment, I'm sorry, I'll place these up here. As for him moving on back, I don't feel as though he's going to be moving on back permanently or moving on back for the moment. I do feel as though you guys might be able to, be friends and everything of this such, but nothing really all that much more. I kind of feel like we might really just be turning the page, or anyways, at this moment, this is the energy that I'm getting. We're wanting to turn the page. We're wanting to just kind of start anew. We're not interested in anybody else. We don't want to date anybody else. I want to make that clear. But at the same time, we need to close the chapter that we are in order to figure out maybe what our next step is. Maybe a next step will be with you into the future. Could be a possibility. I'm not seeing it right now. Right now, we are focused onto the healing. We're focused onto what is wrong into our life right now and how to make it better. So a reconciliation for the moment, I will say no. Children, I will say 2 within the following 3 years seems to be 2 girls, my lovely. Sending you so much love, sweetie. Stay strong. My dear Susan, let's put a timestamp for Susan at 23 minutes. What is Andrew thinking and feeling? Ever since you got out of the hospital, it seems like he's acting a little bit weird. Does he believe the baby is his? Okay. I'm sure I was asking you yesterday, Susan, to try to be less anxious, to try to relax. I know it's not that easy, especially when we have a lot of questions, we have a lot of worries, we've been hurt a lot into the past. I get where you're coming from, sweetie. And let me go and see what's happening. So what is Andrew thinking and feeling? Let's go and find that out. Andrew, the thinking and feeling from what I can see over here. You know what? He is content. He is happy. He does believe that this is somewhat of a wish come true. So the only thing that I feel is a little bit problematic over here is that he's feeling a little bit confused, sweetie. Now, I'm going to explain myself. When I'm talking about him feeling confused, I'm not talking about him feeling confused because he does not believe that this child is his. Absolutely not. He does believe that this child is his, and he has absolutely no doubt about it. What he's feeling a little bit confused about is that he's not always clear upon the decisions that you make, or I mean, he knows why you did go and you signed yourself out of the hospital and you went to work and everything. But I kind of feel like he's a little bit into disagreement with that. I feel like he would be, willing and wanted to help you out as much as possible. That it was not really important for you to go over there and to work for that day. He would have preferred you staying where you were supposed to be, being taken good care of for you and your child, sweetie. So I'm going to say it's a little bit that's a little bit more shaky at this moment. The fact that he wants you to take better care of yourself, of the baby, because he is worried for you and the baby, because he does love you guys. And this is really a beautiful thing that's coming for him. So yeah, this is what I'm seeing over here, my sweetie. And let me go and see what, so this is how, hello, my beautiful water fairy. Nice to see you. Thank you for your donation. Lovely. So my sweet Susan, let's go see, when are you going to see, when will you see Andrew, what month and date, because you miss him and he misses you, right? I might not be able to tell you the exact month and date, but I'll try and do my very best for you. Here we go. So we are with our beautiful Susan. So Susan, remember, Andrew loves you. Andrew is just a little bit worried about you, worried about the child, worried about some decisions sometimes that we do make. We would like you to feel a little bit more secure. We would like you to feel a little bit less stress, is what I'm seeing over here. So let's go and find out, when are you going to be seeing Andrew? What's going to be going on? I will say over here, it is going to be during the month of November, most likely somewhere around the end of November. For some reason, I'm getting over here around the 22nd or the 23rd of November. I know that you miss him, and I know that he misses you too, sweetie. So try to see him as much as you can. Try to contact him as much as you can. Try to be as close to him as you can, into as many different ways. But you will be seeing him into the following weeks, beautiful Susan. So stay strong, my lovely. And don't forget to take care of yourself altogether. You and that beautiful jewel, sweetie. Hello, my beautiful All About Maine. Nice to see you, lovely. So let's go see over here our beautiful Tiffany. How is he feeling towards Wonky? Does he like her? Yeah, you're worried about that, right? Let's go see. How's he feeling? I'm going to go unsee this deck over here. Here we go for Tiffany. Lisa is going to be up next. After Lisa, I'm moving over to see Alexi by PayPal, followed out by Water Fairy, MBB604. Hello, sweetie. And All About Maine. Let's go for it. So here we go. So how's he feeling towards Wonky? Does he like her altogether? My Page of Cups, reverse position. Also over here, my Wheel of Fortune. It's a definite no. I do not feel as though we have any sexual desires or any loving desires towards this person. I will say that they are friends, but nothing much more. Friends, colleagues, but no love interest or sexual interest. And will he go out with her when he gets there? And will he be taking her out about when he is there? Let's go see. Will he go out with her when he does get there? Okay, so I do not feel as though, if you're wondering if he's going to be asking her out onto some type of date and they're going to be seeing each other, I will say a no onto that one. I do not believe there is even an interest into that at all. Are they going to be going out, though, for like a meal or something while they are there? I do believe that they will go, have lunch, but I do not believe that it has anything to do, This is not a date. It is lunch as colleagues. They're into the same place for the same reason, working. They're going to go out. They're going to have lunch, but there's absolutely nothing, no strings attached. There's no interest whatsoever. And I do not feel as though she has any interest towards him neither. So but that is a good thing. Often I tell you, this person is interested, but he's not interested. Into this case, I don't feel like neither one of them are interested. It is really just somewhat of a working relationship. So my beautiful Tiffany, please do not worry about that, my lovely. Things are just okay, sweetie. My dear Lisa, you believe Jay will contact you in December, you say, my lovely. Could I see how that may go? You're hoping eventually it's going to lead to a reconciliation, but you're not really sure if he wants that. Okay, Lisa, let's go find that out. Thank you, my beautiful Susan. I will answer you, Susan, before I go and see Lexi, because I just finished your reading. Okay, let's go over here and let's go see what we've got for Lisa. And then we're going to complete with Susan, Lexi, Water Fairy, and BB604, and All About Maine. So, for our beautiful Lisa Rutherford, you believe that Jay is going to contact you in December. Is that going to be happening, and how is that going to go? Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Because the very first card that I'm getting, my beautiful Lisa, over here is a card about reconciliation. It's about making amends. It's about talking about the past and trying to fix things all together. Why? Because we do believe that we're meant to be together with beautiful success, a beautiful destiny over here. I feel as though we are reorganizing ourselves, if you will. We're reprioritizing ourselves and the relationship. And you know what? I'm going to say we're taking all that burden. We're absolutely releasing it, and we want to start over with you. So I'm going to say a yes over here. I do feel as though, honestly, I believe that Jay can be really quite stubborn. There's no doubt about the whole thing, but I feel like we have, or anyways, by then we will be releasing. From what I can see over here, I feel like we're going to be, and hopefully this energy will stay the same. Hopefully, actually, it will be a little bit earlier, who's to say, but I feel somewhere around mid-December that you are going to be contacted. We're going to be wanting to talk about this. I do see that there is going to be a reconciliation. And we're really just going to, you know, do a little bit like a whole switch. We're going to reprioritize, and we're going to look at whatever was not going right to try to make it right and to try to make it function this time. So I feel like we're in it for the good. We've got beautiful values. We've got a lot of wants, a lot of desires. We have a lot of love. And I feel like we're actually, you know, having resolved whatever was wrong. So I'm going to say, Lisa, you're absolutely right. And it is a yes for the moment. Congratulations to you, sweetie. My dear Susan, let's put a timestamp, please, at Susan at 32 minutes. Are you good enough for Andrew? It's just that you put so much energy into Brian sometimes, not just for like you don't even have no more energy, right? So are you good enough for Andrew? Are you good enough for Andrew? Let's go and see. So Alexi's next, Water Fairy, MBB 604, and All About Maine. Our beautiful Susan, let's go for it. It is a yes. I'm getting over here clarity. What I need you to believe at the same time is I know that you put a lot of energy, you do a lot of stuff, you know, towards other people. I know you've got a lot of problems, and you had a lot of problems actually into the past with Brian and so much. But I feel like we need to dissociate both men. They're completely not the same over here. So Brian, who is one certain entity, if you will, and we have onto the other side Andrew, sweetie, but they're both completely different. I know that you don't have all that much energy altogether, but at the same time, I feel as though Andrew already knows this. Andrew already knows how you are, what you've been through. And this is a beauty between your relationship at the same time. It's just not somebody that you met up just like that. It is somebody that you have known for a long time, somebody that you have been close to, somebody who has loved you forever, even when you did not love them back, even when you were involved with somebody else and you had multiple problems with them. He was always there for you. He was always there to listen to you, to pick you up, to try to make you feel better, to take you on to different trips or weekends. He has always been there for you, and this is what you must remember. I know that right now you've got hormones that are just going absolutely all over the place. You've got issues every, right and left. You've got a lot of different things. You've got a lot of worries. But what you need to believe in all together is that he loves you and he cares for you. Otherwise, he would not be there. And, I don't feel as though he would still be into this relationship with you. He is still there because he does love you. He's sticking around because he always has. Are you good enough for him? Absolutely. What you need to do, though, is to believe into yourself, because you're good enough for anybody, sweetie. But you have to believe into yourself, my dear Susan. Let me go and see our dear friend over here. And I think our chat is frozen again. Seriously, our chat just freezes like the last few days. Like, it just gets stuck. I have no idea. Okay. Let's go see over here. Hello to Felicia. Nice to see you also. Stubborn is putting it lightly. You've known him. I know, right? Oh, Lisa, good for you, sweetie. Welcome, lovely. Thank you for joining us. 23 and 30. Well, that sounds good, love. It sounds good, my lovely. It absolutely does. Okay. So did I get your second PayPal? I'm going to go and validate that. I do believe I did, my beautiful Amy, but you're going to be after All About Maine, so you do need to give me a couple minutes, okay? For the moment, I'm going to go and see our dear friend over here. I did get it, my beautiful Amy. I did. Let's go and see Lexi. Lexi is going to be, just one moment. Lexi is going to be at 35 minutes and 45 seconds. So 35:40. And let's go see what we can do for you. CJ's thoughts and feelings, still no contact. Is he not concerned about your son neither, right? Well, let's go see. So CJ's thoughts and feelings, still no contact. CJ's thoughts and feelings, still no contact. Is he not concerned about your son? We're going to go and check that out also. Let's start off with the thoughts and the feelings. Our Three of Wands over here. I feel as though he's been hasty a lot into the past. Into the past, it has not given him anything good. And I feel like we're still a little bit navigating upon the reading that I did last time for you when I said, you know what? I feel as though he is already all set up into a different type of a relationship right now, where I feel as though she's paying for some things. He's okay. He doesn't necessarily have that need to reach on out. He doesn't have that need for money or for sex or anything of the such. Kind of feel like he's good onto that side for the moment, unfortunately, or depending, you know, what side we're looking at over here. I will say, my lovely, I don't feel as though he has changed all that much. If you want my honest opinion about this whole thing, I feel as though, you know, you're better to forget about CJ, because CJ is going to come back popping into your life whenever he needs something from you, and you don't really want him to pop on in just because he needs to be with you now, or for money or anything of the such. When you love, right? When you care, and as much for you, as much for your son. For the moment, I'm going to say he does still think about you, does still love you, still does want to be with you, but I feel as though he is all set, therefore not wanting to complicate his life for the moment. He's still staying a little bit onto the side. At the same time, he's telling himself that if he stays a little bit onto the side, he's actually going to be allowing you maybe to ponder and to think about the whole thing, as if maybe your heart is going to grow fonder for him. Let's go see what's going on with the sun. So your beautiful handsome son over here, what is going on? I do feel as though he does think about your son, but he doesn't have the courage to move on forward, doesn't have the courage to come and meet your son, because meeting your son would be meeting you, would be talking, would be meeting up, would be saying, oh yeah, we are with somebody else, and so on. Therefore conflicts, so he's kind of staying away. Is Jack's other baby's mom using drugs with Jack? Is Jack's other baby's mom using drugs with Jack? If so, are your kids safe? Let's go see. Okay. Is Jack's other baby's mom using drugs with Jack? I'm going to say from the very point that somebody is taking drugs, I'm not much for drugs. Actually, I'm not at all. But I mean, everybody uses it for their own reasons. And I have no judgment whatsoever. Myself, personally, I am against it for many different reasons that I'm not necessarily going to disclose tonight. But yeah, so I'm going to say altogether, especially when kids are involved over here. Do they once in a while? I will say yes. Are your kids safe? I believe they are safe. I don't believe anything is really going to be happening. But at the same time, if you believe that there is something off, you believe that something is not quite well, I'm going to say maybe it's not a good idea then, or maybe to let them know that, you know what, if they're going to use to maybe let you know, and you will not send your children over for that day or for that weekend. That maybe they could pick a different day or something of the such. Kind of feel like, drugs and kids, they just don't go well together. I don't like it. So if you're able to just kind of discuss about it and communicate about it and maybe wiggle some things around, so maybe they do that when the kids are not there, it could be safer. I have my eyes on you. I desperately wish to see you again. Look for me into your dreams and I will meet you there. I do want you to know that you do have my heart. Although we're not into the same page into the past, I want you to know that I am ready to be committed to you. And lastly, Spirit, show me every day through signs and synchronicities that you and I are ready to come together. I trust into our future and I trust into our connection. So my beautiful Lexi, please do be careful on all sides, lovely. Sending you so much love, sweetie. Let's go back into our live for the moment. And a winter is coming. What is that? No, don't talk about winter, Juanson. Oh, no, please. Yeah, well, the sun is setting quicker. Yeah, we're turning back time tonight, right? We are. Moving back down of, how could I say over here? Yeah, well, yes. For us, my kids are going to go to school. It's dark into the morning and they're coming back home from school and it's still dark. My poor Matthias the other morning, I went to wake him up and I wake him up at like 6:50 in the morning. And he's like, Mom, I think you're confused or something. He says it's still dark outside. It's not time to wake up. And I'm like, no, really, it is time to wake up. It is dark, but you must wake up. It is so sad. It's always dark. Okay, Water Fairy, anything new going on into your situation? Yeah, into your situationship. Nicely said. Anybody interested in dating you? And if so, who? Let's go see. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, you don't, right, Juanson? I do, my dear gosh. Yeah, and starting like, I don't know, around Christmas time or something, it starts to get better. We start to get a little bit more of daylight. I would say in March. Before that, it's like always dark, honestly, it is. And when you see the sun, you don't want to see the sun because you know it's really cold outside. So it's kind of crazy. Yeah. I know, right, Water Fairy? This is it. I went to class today with my little girl. Her I don't know how you call them in English. Anyways, her horse riding class lessons, equestrian lessons, maybe you could say. Anyways, she went to her class. And the owner, she's like, oh, I get to sleep an extra hour tonight. I'm like, yeah. That just means my kids are going to wake up 1 hour earlier tomorrow morning. And I'm going to be like, no, it's way too early. Go to sleep. I know, Water Fairy. It's crazy. And I have 2 kids who actually can sleep in the morning, but the other one is always awake early. And he's the only one who doesn't go to school yet because he's too young. And my other kids tell me all the time, why does he wake up in the morning? Why does he wake up at the same time as us? And I'm like, I don't know. If I were him, I would sleep. My dear gosh. I need to move over there, Juanson. Okay. You need all the love you can get, right? All about Maine. I know, sweetie. Okay, let's go see. So what do I have over here for Water Fairy? Anything new coming on up, right? For the moment, I'm still getting that we are resting. I'm still getting that we are looking towards a future, but I don't see anything changing into your situation, my sweet. I still feel as though onto his side, he's still kind of, working, trying to figure out what is best, trying to try new things. And when I say new things, I'm not talking new people or anything of such. I just feel as though he's trying to look towards a future, trying to move on forward as best can be without really knowing where we're going. We just know that what has been into the past is not necessarily what we want right now. Is it going to be what we want to the future? Who's to say? But at this moment, we're a little bit navigating through great novelty. So this is what is up. Nothing is really changing onto this side. So I'm going to say we're still looking towards a future, and you're still kind of resting, a little bit waiting for something new, waiting for something good to appear, right? Let me go and see over here for our beautiful water fairy. Anybody interested in dating you, and if so, who? Let's go and find that out. Let's take a different deck and let's go and you know, let's go and ponder this. Is there anybody at this moment? If so, who could be interested? Oh, I love that, Juanson and Lilith. That is beautiful. Hello, TP. Nice to see you. Welcome to the channel tonight, and thank you for your donation. So we are with our dear friend Water Fairy. MBB604 is next, followed out by All About Maine. Then we're going to move on forward to Amy and TP. I know you're losing patience and thinking about it more, not doing this and just walking away from him, right? Because we're always looking towards the future. We're always a little bit into the unsure, right? Into the unknown zone. And it's horrible. It's horrible to not know. It's bad, Water Fairy. I know how you feel. Because you don't know. Are we going to move on forward today? Tomorrow? Are we going to go back 3 steps? What's really going to be happening, right? You just don't know. And it's just that insecurity that is absolute hell. Is there anybody new coming on in? I'm going to say for the moment, there's nobody new. But I don't necessarily feel as though you're leaving him. I still feel like you're a little bit sticking on. And what I'm actually going to say is, if you do stick, you know, with him at this moment, I feel as though something could actually happen over here. It's going to take a little bit of time, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a time frame, and I know you're going to hate it, but I'm going to say it anyways. I'm seeing that it's going to be somewhere around 3 months before, you know, we've looked into the future, we've seen different things, and we've actually made our mind up upon something. So you could be in it for a little while with nothing much really happening. But after that, I feel like we've got an unblocking. We've got something that is moving, something that is changing. And we're getting some beautiful modifications with a lot of prosperity, happiness, and togetherness. So are you willing, though? Are you willing to wait those 3 months is the ultimate question over here, sweetie. I'm going to say into the meanwhile, I don't see anybody else at this moment. It's not going to say that nobody else will pop in. Somebody could pop in next week or the week after. Who's to say? But yeah, his mind up on what? On you. I feel as though he's going to be making up his mind that he would like to be with you, that he would like to have something. I will check that out, TP. I will. MBB604, you sent T a message. What will be his thoughts and actions towards you? You sent the message out. You did the deed, and now you're wondering what is going to be happening. The stress. Let's go see MBB604. Interesting, isn't it, Water Fairy? But there is a certain amount of weight, right? There is a certain amount over here. So let's go see. What do I've got? It's because he's in your energy, right? And blocking anybody else. Yes, he is. He is blocking everybody else. From the moment that you're still thinking about him, my beautiful Water Fairy, from the moment that he is into your energy, he's blocking anybody else from coming on in. It's as if you've got barriers all around you. MBB604, don't worry, I'll give you a couple questions, a couple messages, love messages, MBB604. I saw your message earlier, sweetie. So you sent T a message. What's going to be his thoughts and actions towards you? Well, let's go and see. What do we have? Here we go. So 5 of Wands over here, followed out by the Fool. Also getting over here the 6 of Cups and our 8 of Wands. So you sent T a message. What's going to be the thoughts? What's going to be the actions? I'm actually going to have to say I feel as though it's a little bit complicated. I don't feel as though we are necessarily, I'm not quite sure what it is you sent out as a message. I'm going to say we're willing for a friendship. This is something that we could be interested in. I don't necessarily feel as though it is my pleasure in BB604. I don't quite feel as though we're necessarily into that place, though, of wanting, how could I say, of wanting love at this moment. I'm not going to say that we're completely blocked to it. We're just not looking for it at this very moment. So I can see that there are a couple of challenges. We're not quite ready for it, and things can be moving slowly, but we definitely do at least, you know, want to be friends, and I feel as though we want to continue like this for a little while. So I know, right, Watson? So I'm going to say you're going to end up ultimately being, I feel, kind of happy with this, because you're not going to get a no, but you're not necessarily going to be a yes. I feel like we're a little bit somewhere into the in-between, where we're not quite ready, but we are going to be giving you some hope without giving you absolutely everything right now. Interesting, isn't it? Oh, well, look at that. Perfectisms. Nice to see you, sweetie, and thank you, lovely. Is that good for you, MBB604? I know it's not what you want, but it's a little bit of an in-between. It's I would like to have something, but I don't quite want to have something right now. If you're willing to just kind of stick on by, give me a little bit of time, maybe time for us to get to know each other a little bit more, to spend a little bit more time together. Maybe at some point something could unblock is a little bit what I'm getting into the energies right now. Let me go and give you some messages from him. I'm going to actually start off over here with our Hermit deck. It's a beautiful one to go and get those type of messages. And all about Maine, my sweetie. Big hugs to you. You're coming up next. And then I'm going to need our beautiful Susan to be posting out her questions. So Susan, if you would like to post out right away, you can go for it. This is true. He said last night he was in love with you and then started to withdraw, right? It sounds like him. It's exactly what it is. So he wants to be with you, but he needs to have a little bit more time is what he needs. He's got a lot of interest. He's just not interested in being into a relationship right now. So he would really, you know, quite dearly appreciate it if you were willing to give him a little bit more time. What he's trying to tell you is that things can happen between you guys, but one step at a time. We don't really want any pressure. So if you're willing to do that, I feel like you could go somewhere good with him. Let me go and see what kind of messages he's got for you. You're so sweet to fly on in and to give those beautiful vibes. MBB604. Let's go for those messages. Okay. It's not necessarily, you said messages. You did say love, but it's a little bit sexy, but let's go for it. I imagine you naked. Okay. So, hello, Joseph. Nice to see you. I'm going to say over here that we do have a lot of passion, a lot of wants, a lot of desires towards you, sexually speaking also. And look at that. Could we get any better as a card to come on out? Wait, I need you to wait for us is what I need. Why? Because I don't quite have the strength. I don't quite have the courage to start into a relationship right now. Why? Because I'm terrified. I'm a little bit afraid. But I do want you to know that if you do wait for me, I could be that man. I could be that person. I could be your person that you have been looking for. But you need to give me a little bit more time. And when I'm ready, I promise you, I will reach out and I will let you know, because I feel that you already know that, you know what? I do love you and I do care for you. And, well, why don't we take one last one out for you, sweetie? All About Maine is up next. You do have great timing. You do. You just put into work and hearing naked talk show. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Just on time. Yeah. Oh my gosh. You would have liked our sexy time, Joseph. We no longer have sexy time. Not allowed. But yes. I know. And now I'm going to make Quanson cry every time we talk about our 18 plus evenings. And today we're Saturday. We would have had an 18 plus. I know. All right, so MBB604, I want you to know that you are my biggest wish. Sometimes I don't always feel as though I am good enough for you, But I want you to know that I will never give up on us. And I believe that you are absolutely perfect. You did. You heard naked too, didn't you? And now you're feeling left out. I'm sorry. You just had to join us before, Joseph. Ah, thank you, MBB604. You're a sweetie pie. It was not necessary, my lovely. I know, Watson. Now I'm making you cry. Look at that. Oh, I'm so sorry. All right, a last one over here for MBB604. I want us to, alas, I do. I also want you to know that I do desire you. I'm a big mess, but you know what? This big mess absolutely loves you. I choose you, and all that I ultimately want is you. But sometimes I avoid you because I'm a little bit afraid of getting hurt. Oh no, it didn't ban me, BB604. About a month ago, maybe a little bit more. I think we have not done it in like 6 weeks or something. We used to have the 18 plus onto the weekends. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I believe. Maybe even Thursday we had it. No, it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And we closed our 18 plus because right now on YouTube, if you even show a card that has like, there are a lot of tarot cards that do show naked bodies. If you even show like, I don't know, a female part, a breast or anything of the such, you could be banned and you could be striked. So after 3 strikes, you're like out. After 1 strike, I think maybe you're shut down for like a week. There's like there's different things that happen. So I don't really want to fondle and play into that. So this is why I took off the 18 plus. Yeah. So this is why YouTube is becoming a little bit more strict because they really want it to be more, they want it to be for everybody, but they don't want to have any problems in any kind of illegal way. So I'm trying to help them out into that way, I guess, and not get myself in trouble as a channel neither. So I took it out. Yeah, that's it. I'm not risking it. If anybody orders me a private reading and they want to know something, that's a completely different thing. I will answer. I've got the decks. I've got everything I need. But into a live reading, I can't do it. I know, right? I know. So that's why. Fondle? I didn't say fondle. I did not. No, I did not say the word fondle. Did I say fondle? I did not. I said something else. Maybe it looked like it. But yeah, thank you, Lilith. I guess so. That too, Joseph. That too, sweetie. So we don't get onto that. It is my pleasure, MBB604. Sending you so much love, sweetie. All about Maine. What's going on, sweetie? Will Lamar tell you how he feels about you? What is going on, sweet? What is going on? Let's go see. I won't fondle with that. I won't fiddle. It was fiddle. I won't fiddle with that. Maybe I said fondle, but I want to say fiddle. I'm not going to play with that anyways, is what I wanted to say. Yeah, I'm not. I don't like to play with YouTube. Honestly, when they strike really hard. I don't like it. Okay, so let's go see. Thank you, Lilith. Hello, Zane. How are you doing? Okay. You've been seeing about 4 months, right? And now not too much is really happening from what I gather. Okay, so we are with All About Maine. If our dear Amy is somewhere around, let us know. In the meanwhile, I'm going to go and see TP after. So, beautiful Amy, please do post your questions, sweetie. All About Maine. Will Lamar tell you how he feels about you? 5 of Wands, Knight of Cups. He seems to be a little bit navigating, seems to be kind of moving a little bit over here with our 3 of Cups, Knight of Wands. He's not, sweetie. Unfortunately, I feel as though I'm going to take out some more cards and try and get a little bit more information. For the moment, I feel as though he doesn't necessarily want to tell you how he feels about you. Not because he doesn't care about you, not because he doesn't love you, but I feel as though he doesn't want a commitment. And if he tells you how he feels about you, he's going to automatically believe that you are going to want a commitment, and that he is not ready to do right now. I kind of feel like he still wants his freedom. Not that he wants to see other people, not that he's got, you know, women all over the place and so on. I just feel like he wants to keep that freedom and doesn't want to be into a committed relationship. Therefore, is keeping his feelings hidden from you. So, is he going to be telling you how he feels? I don't quite feel so. Too much insecurity going on over here. Too much instability and fear. I feel as though he's lacking motivation in order to do that. Therefore, he's not going to be telling you for the moment. Most likely over here, I don't feel like he's going to be telling you neither. I'm so sorry, sweetie, for the following 2 months. You might actually end up leaving him into the meanwhile because he's not really moving along. Hello, Garnet. How are you doing? Yeah, so my beautiful Autobot main, if you do have any questions whatsoever and there's something else that you would like to add on in, just write it to me into the chat and I'll check it out for you, sweetie. But for the moment, I'm going to say no onto that one. Thank you to Zane and to our dear friend Joseph King over here. So let me go see, as I'm waiting for Amy, if there's anything else, my beautiful. Honestly, biggest heart and love and hugs to you. Anything else, let me know. I'm going to, in the meanwhile, go and see TP. So TP, is Andrew interested in you, and how is this going to turn out with him? Let's go and find that out. I'm actually going to go over here. Is Andrew interested in you, and how's this going to turn out? Thank you, Zane. Are you feeling stressed tonight, my dear Zane? Okay, I've got Amy's questions. All is good, my beautiful. So I am with TP right now. Amy is up next, followed out by Zane. You're thinking about reaching out to him, but towards friendship, right? Yes, that's what I read earlier from you were wondering. I can see this over here. You are ready to act. I am seeing a new offer that seems to be coming on by. I'm actually going to have to say over here, as for a friend, I'm going to say it is absolutely perfect. So, but nothing much more at this moment. If you do ask to reach on out, but to be more friends, I feel like it's going to be good. If you ask to be partners, to be lovers, or into a relationship at this moment, I feel like that's not necessarily going to go into the right way for you at this moment. So it's going to be important for you to, yes, pass on by. Very wise move to go. Go as a friendship. And I do see the offering, and I do believe that the offering is going to be accepted. We are going to be a little bit suspicious about it, though. We are going to be thinking that maybe there was something else that is hidden into this over here, TP. But we are going to accept it. And as long as you keep things the way that they are, it's going to be absolutely perfect. It's actually going to allow the relationship, and it's going to allow him to open on up, to think about creations, to think about the future, to start thinking about making movements towards you. So I will say it's a perfect plan. It is absolutely great. You must go by the friendship before going towards a relationship, because the relationship is not going to pass by right away. I would say that the relationship will most likely happen, if everything goes well within the friendship, within the following 2 months. I believe that we do have an interest towards you, but we need to have more information. We need to spend more time with you. And I also feel as though we would like to know that you are interested into us, but into a deeper way. I feel as into the past, he has not necessarily had the best relationships. Sometimes I feel as though he has been taken advantage of. And this is why he's a little bit afraid of getting into a relationship right away. And he's a little bit slower at moving on forward. So Any chance of developing more? Definitely, but it's going to take approximately 2 months. And if the friendship goes well, I will say within the following 2 months that you will be able to have a relationship with him. Definitely. Because the interest is already there. What we're really missing over here is just a little bit more, if you will. We're looking for a little bit more attachment, a little bit more knowledge, and a little bit more understanding is pretty much what we're looking for. Let me know, TP, if there's anything else I can do for you, lovely. Before I move on over to our dear friend Zane, we are going to be moving forward over here. Actually, before Zane, I will go and see our dear friend Amy, followed out by Joseph, and then I'll go see Zane because Joseph has one question and Zane has 4 of them. So I'll do all your questions at the same time, Zane. Yeah, the start was rough, right? And you were a little bit more of an introvert before. Well, good for you, sweetie TP. You go for it, my lovely. I feel as though your plan is perfect. It's going to go quite well. So good for you. If everything goes well by, let's say, end of December, it should be done, sweetie. Good for you. Let's go see for our beautiful Amy. I'm going to go and find her questions. Okay, and let's put a timestamp also. We're going to put a timestamp over here at 1:06, so 1:06 for Amy. Aha, well, there you go. Now it is time to do so, TP. You know that he is interested, but you know that he wants things to go slowly, so it is time to move on forward with it. You've got the great plan. It is time to put it in action. My dear Amy, when Cancer finds out about your birthday party, what are going to be his thoughts during and after? Let's go find that out. Here we go. So when Cancer finds out about your birthday party, what are going to be his thoughts? Well, actually, during, he kind of feels like it's going to be somewhat of a struggle. He's going to feel a little bit overwhelmed by it. Not that he was necessarily believing that he was going to be, offered to come to the party. But I just feel, party kind of rhymes with meeting different people, doing different things, sometimes being a little bit crazy, wondering what you're going to do. Ultimately, what I want to say is he's going to be really, really stressed because he's going to be wondering, are you going to end up sleeping with somebody else, or what are you going to end up doing? This is what he's going to be thinking during the party. Let's go and see after the party. Okay. After the party, what are we going to be thinking? I have too many. No, I have one. It is not good. Okay, so after the party, I kind of feel like he's going to be a little upset. I feel like he's going to want to reach out to you because he's going to want to know, do you want to be with him? He's going to be feeling as though he is jealous. Did you sleep with anybody else? Were you with anybody else? What did you really do? Kind of feel like he's going to want a little bit of the tea altogether. So he might end up reaching out towards you this week, or anyways into the following 7 to 10 days. He's going to be wondering what you were up to and what you did and if you thought about him. Crazy a little bit, right? Into the thoughts. His energy is different today, right? And you weren't sure if somebody told him or not. Let me go see if somebody told him. Has somebody told him about the party? Has somebody told him about the party? Okay. I'm actually going to have to say I do feel as though somebody did tell him about the party. A little bit unsure who it is, though. I do believe that it could be a woman. And when the moment comes that he realizes you're about to walk, what will be his actions? Be then and into the future. So when the moment comes that he realizes that you are about to walk, what are going to be his actions? Okay. Instability over here. He's going to be feeling as though you're a little bit inconsistent. You're a little bit unstable. He's going to feel as though you are planning towards a future over here and that you are simply giving up on him, and he doesn't quite understand why you're going to be giving up on him altogether. So when the moment actually comes and you do that at that moment, he's going to most likely tell you that you have completely given up on him, which, when you really think about it, is a little bit of manipulation, because he's a little bit given up on you before you gave up on him, right? So don't fall for that type of manipulation. You're going to be creating a lot of instability altogether. Now, what are going to be his actions after? So as for the then, whenever you do tell him, or whenever he does actually realize, he's going to try to put some manipulation upon you that you're giving up onto him, and he doesn't quite understand why, because he never gave up onto you. So you know in advance what's going to be happening, so you can plan for it. What's going to be happening into the future? Well, you know what? I feel as though he wants to persevere. I feel like he does not want to give up, and he's not going to give up onto you. He's going to continue to try to reach out towards you, to try to manifest, to try to be with you. Is he going to be doing it, though? I know that you're going to be wondering. Is he going to be doing it because he does want to have that future, and he does want to let go of, you know, the family and whatever is going on onto the other side? Onto that, I'm going to say, I know. I do not believe so. I just feel as though he does not want to be the one who loses. He does not want to be the one who fails. You know, he does not like to fail. And any messages that wants to come through for you, and what Cancer wants to say that's honest into his heart. Well, that's a very nice question. Let's go see what he wants to say that is honest into his heart. And any messages that want to come through for you. We're going to go and look at that after. So what does Cancer want to say that is honest into his heart? Honestly, into his heart, if he doesn't look at anything else, and he doesn't listen to his mind and everything that's a little bit crazy. And when I say crazy, it's because his mind is creating all different kind of thoughts, right? His mind is creating for him some thoughts of, okay, I need this person back. I need the house. I need this. I need that. But it's all things that he doesn't necessarily need. Now, is it? There are things that he wants to have, that he desires, but he does not need. So I will say, if it's coming directly from his heart, he is wanting prosperity. He is wanting over here to have a new opportunity with you, and he would ultimately like to stop being sneaky. He would ultimately like, if there could be a possibility for him, to stop being sneaky and to really just be with you. But again, I'm going to put a red flag. This is something that is coming from his heart that he would like, but it does not mean that he's able to do it. And what messages are coming on through for you? Joseph, you are coming on up next, sweetie, followed out by Zane. So, any messages coming on through for you? You need to be careful over here, because you are dealing with somebody into your life who is very impulsive, who can seek a lot of attention, who can think really about themselves, about their ego a lot. What Spirit is also saying over here is that you feel like you're getting a lack of recognition altogether. You need to continue your beautiful hard work, and you need to know, if you continue to work as hard as you're doing and you continue to move on forward onto the path that you are in, good fortune and abundance and success is going to be on your way. So a beautiful message to receive from Spirit. Now we've got to apply it, my beautiful. Let's go and see what we can do over here for our dear friend Joseph. Hold on just one moment. All right, so here we go. What is coming towards you into the upcoming month? Well, let's go see. And then I'm going to be with Zane. And at the same time, I'm going to go and see what is... what's going on in Facebook. Make sure that in Facebook, I don't know why I said Facebook, what is going on in PayPal, to go make sure that everybody is being answered. So let's go for it, and let's go and see what I've got over here for you. What is coming on up? We're actually going to start over here with this one. It's going to be the very best one for the moment. So let's go see. I know you are. I know you are, sweetie, my beautiful Amy. I know. It's one step at a time. It is one day at a time, right? We can't go too quickly upon this. You can't jump on forward. What you're doing right now is perfect, Amy. This is what you need to continue to do. You've got this. All right, let's go see Joseph. What is coming towards you into the upcoming month? I'm going to take out a little bit of a cross over here and see what we've got. You're doubting yourself. Why are you doubting yourself over here? I feel as though you've got some creative blocks. I know that you love music. I don't know if you play music. I think you wanted to create a guitar or something, so most likely you do play guitar, right? You might be feeling as though you're a little bit blocked. Why? Because I feel as though you might be having a little bit of insecurity into your life at this moment. May it be financial, may it be emotional. There is some insecurity that seems to be kind of kind of going a little bit around of here. It's not exciting. Well, not necessarily exciting, that part. Is there somebody, I want you to be careful. I'm going to put a little bit of a red flag out for you. Either somebody's going to stab you into the back, or there's going to be some type of an ending. I don't know if you're still talking to the person that you were talking with a few weeks ago. If you are, there could be a possibility of an ending towards that. There is something over here that you are regretting. There's something that you are feeling quite disappointed about, and you're feeling a little bit abandoned, a little bit unloved upon something. You're quite disappointed, emotionally speaking. It could have to do with family, it could have to do with friends, it could have to do with love, but you're feeling disappointed emotionally speaking. I feel as though you're seeking harmony, you're seeking peace, you're seeking a beautiful environment where you could be more relaxed and where there's a certain release of tensions. You're just looking for more cooperation. You're looking for better things altogether. There seems to be somebody or something over here. Are you unable to move on from somebody, a situation, or something? Are you feeling a little bit trapped or stuck into something at this moment? Self-worth issues and getting stuck, and you do play guitar. Okay, so I'm right. Okay, so this is what it is. Okay, you're stuck. You're still stuck, my sweetie. You're still stuck over here. Okay, so you're still feeling like you're a little bit stuck into this position where things are still a little bit, I'm going to say, yeah, that's what it is, right? A lot of it is that you feel that you have nothing when everybody else is around you and is settling down. And I know, right? You want to leave the state. Again, yes. Okay, so this is it. I'm going to pull out some more cards. For the moment, I see you wanting to move on forward, but I don't see you moving on forward. I see you having problems moving on forward. I see it being complicated, but I see a lot of wants and desires into the whole thing. So let's just take out some more cards and see what we've got for you. And you want to leave the state. Okay. What you want to do is a little bit kind of turn the page is what I'm getting over here. You want to turn the page altogether. You want to change states. You want to start maybe a little bit anew, right? Okay. What you got to do, first of all, is you have to believe into yourself, right, my beautiful Joseph? This is number one. If you're able to go and get some type of, is it possible, is there any type of class or anything that you would have liked to get? Because I'm seeing that hard work over here is going to be bringing you some beautiful results. And if there's anything that you can go and get to give you a little bit more achievement, a little bit more confidence into something, it could be within your work, within your job. I believe you're a mechanic. It could have to do with that. Or maybe if you're wanting to work onto your self-confidence, you do play guitar. Maybe you sing. Maybe if you're able to join a band or to start doing some shows, it's going to be stressful as hell, but it's going to help you gain what you've been looking for. Yeah, you're great at faking it until you make it, right? Yeah, okay. So 8 of Pentacles are 4 over here. I feel as though you're staving. You're trying to get some sort of stability over here, but still not quite getting what you want, neither in love. Page of Pentacles, having ideas. This is your idea about leaving and changing states, right? But the clarity is still not there. I'm going to say that as for the following Let me take out some more cards. I'm going to say, as for this year, I don't feel like you're necessarily leaving your leaving state yet. You're moving on forward. You're looking at different ideas. Now, you've got an idea, right? So what you've got to do is to bring this to manifestation. Start looking right away, okay? Start looking. Which state do you want to go to? What is that state going to offer to you? What are you going to be able to do over there? You've got an idea, start dreaming about it, and start putting all those little efforts towards it so it actually comes your way. This is what you've got to do now, because you've got an idea, but you got to start moving. And you did want to go into a band, right? Okay. You want to start your own fabrication shop. All right. And you want to move. You just want someone to share it with, right? So you're kind of feeling like you're a little bit blocked all over the place. This is what I'm seeing. You want a lot of different things, and you have a lot of different ideas, but you can't get it all at the same time, sweetie. For the moment, I'm going to say, as for love, if you want love, you're going to have to go out. You're going to have to go and find it. It could be, you know, I don't know. I feel like you're a little bit more of an introvert, so most likely you're not going to go up and see somebody. It could be a dating site, somebody who's got, you know, different, it could be a guitar site. I don't know. I say guitar site. It could be, you know what could actually be really good for you? Take a class for people who sing, people who play instruments, who get together. Take some type of a skill thing into that. You'll see, and you'll meet other people who have the same ideas, same thoughts, same passion as you. Go into different websites, chats where people share that passion with you. The more you're into it, go into those forums, you're going to meet different people who are closer to you. And that's how your dream is going to start to a little bit place itself all together. You got to start with the tiny little steps, right? You can't do it all at the same time. So I'm going to say, take yourself one idea. There's a lot of things that you want to do, and start moving with that one idea altogether. I know, right? I know. At the local college. Go for it. What are you waiting for, Joseph? Go for it, sweetie. Move on forward. Start doing it. You could even give some classes over there. I don't know if you're, you know, I don't know how good you are at the guitar, but I'm guessing if you want to fabricate one, you're fairly good. Give some classes, meet out with some people. This is how you're going to get new friends into your life. You could meet the love of your life into that. And this is slowly how you're going to get what you want. You can't get it all. So pick one for me, please. Just one. Take your time. And may it be love, may it be manifestation, may it be moving. What is mostly important for you? Is it to move? Is it to change page altogether and to start anew? If so, work onto that. Once you're there, go to the local college. Go into a forum. Go into a group. Start putting your web. Do like a spider. You got to start somewhere, right? And then you start putting your web out, and you're going to see one little thing after the other. Everything is going to make sense, and everything is going to come into place. But right now, I know everything is just wild all over the place, and you don't know where to look. So what I need you to do is to find one single thing that you want mostly out of all of them, and you have to start moving on forward with that. It looks like guitar and love. Perfect. So please choose between guitar and love. I know they kind of go together because you've got a lot of passion, right? Choose between both of them, and that's how you got to move on forward, okay? Hello, my beautiful bright eyes. Nice to see you. And if you're having any doubts, you talk about self-confidence issues and you talk about all of that. If you have any doubts whatsoever, Joseph, I see you into the chat fairly often. We don't chit-chat all that often. I don't have all that much time. But if ever you even want to send me an email, you're just feeling a little bit low, feeling a little down, you're just wondering about some things, you just want to chit-chat, whatever, send me an email. I'm always there. I will reply to you during the day. I do promise you, sweetie. But mostly, I'll be there to listen to you and to give you my 2 cents if you do want it. So my email is always there, open for you if you would like to reach me. I need you, though. I need you into the following weeks to pick one thing that you want, and I need you to start planning towards it slowly. That's where everything is going to start changing for you. That's where happiness is going to come on in, okay? If you have any other questions for me, please do let me know, sweetie. Have fun, Joseph. Well, have fun. Have a lovely evening at work. Let's go and see over here. Hello, my beautiful bright eyes. I wanted to actually log into PayPal, and I'm moving over to Zane, followed out by Bright Eyes. So let me just log on in and make sure everything is okay and everybody is quite happy over here. And Zane is going to be up next. All right, and here we go. So, okay. All right, just hold on one moment, guys. I'm going to be moving over to Zane. And voila. So we had Amy, we have Alexis also. And hold on, let me go see. And for the rest, we are completely good. Hey, we have not seen Carrie again today. Look at that. All right, so let's go and see our dear friend Zane for the moment, sweetie. Thank you for waiting so patiently. And let's go back over here. Have a lovely evening, Joseph. All right, Zane, here we go. Is husband still involved with other girls, or will he leave everyone and be devoted to you moving on forward? Well, let's go and find that out. Was she? Seriously? I did not see her. I did not see her anywhere. Was she okay, Loth? Was she all right? I did not see her. I was busy chit-chatting away with Joseph. Well, if she is here, hello to beautiful Carrie. I hope you're doing okay, sweetie. So Zane, is husband still involved? Let's go and find that out. Still involved with other women, yes or no? I'm going to have to say I do not feel as though we are involved with other women, but I feel like we still do think about other people. So we do still think about other women. We still have, let's say, desires, but we don't act upon anything, which I think is, well, anyways, I think a lot of men could fit into that description. Maybe even some women, but yes, yeah, how you can be into a relationship and think about somebody else, but as long as you don't do anything with that somebody, then you're okay, right? What if are you going to win the Powerball? Oh, Katie, I'll say no. Save your money, sweetie. Save your money. I don't play any lottos altogether. I don't. I stay far away from any type of lotto. May it be win a house, may it be win the lotto. Even if the lotto is $1,000, I don't play it. I don't. I don't like it. I don't like fluctuations, and I don't like to lose. Yeah, big money, right? Big money. Yeah, that just means there's a lot of people who put a lot of big money into it. Okay, so she was saying how really cold it was, right? Yeah, poor thing. Poor sweetie. I saw today onto Facebook the person who was supposed to put in her, but she mentioned it yesterday, to install her furnace. Anyways, did not come on by, and I know it's really cold over there. So, okay, Zane. So I'm gonna say, is he involved with other girls? No. Does he still think about other women though? I'll say yes. He's still gonna be somewhat of a man. So onto that, I'm gonna say, but women do it too. So. Onto that, I'm going to say it is what it is. But is he going to leave everybody and just be with you moving on forward? Onto that one, I am going to have to say yes. We seem to be letting go. We seem to be letting go of whatever it is that we're juggling in order to be completely with you and nobody else, as we can see into the cards. So I will say a yes, sweetie. Yes, he is willing, and he will leave everybody alone. Hello, my beautiful Katie. I much prefer that question than if you're going to win the lotto ticket. Zane, how does Osmond feel that you keep getting headaches and that your family keeps instigating you even though it's not your fault in anything? Yeah, right? People start with you all the time. Okay, let's go see. Thank you, my beautiful Katie. Yes, so for all beautiful 9 people who are still with us, please do continue to listen to us if you do wish to. But as for the donations, they are closed for tonight, but we will be back tomorrow, same place, same time. So come back and see us, guys. As for Zane, how does Osmond feel? Let's go and find that one out. We still have Bright Eyes and we still have Katie and Juanson after Zane. So how does Osmond feel that you keep getting headaches and that your family just keeps on bothering you, right? I'm going to say over here, we kind of feel as though it's a little bit unpredictable. It's a little bit brash. We just kind of feel like it's not a good thing whatsoever. I feel as though your family is a little bit refusing to consider another point of view. They're really just trying to create some problems altogether. And we just kind of feel like it's a little bit immoral altogether. It's somewhat unhealthy. We don't like it. And we would really, really like to see something positive come on by. We would like to see your family actually change and switch on up and be more positive towards you. So they don't make you feel as though you're into some type of self-deception and that you're creating excuses and you're just creating problems altogether and not helping yourself. So I'm going to have to say altogether, we feel as though it is not right, it is not correct, and we really just wish with all our heart that they would stop doing that towards you. We do not want you to be in pain. We do not want you to have any problems whatsoever, and we don't like it. Yeah, that's a much better question, Katie. And let me go see your other one. Okay, it's all good. You could have added as the last one the same question. Zane, would Osmond stand up for you against Kay and her family and fight for you hard? Or is he just going to let the thing go with the flow because he hates confrontation, right? Yeah, he's not all that good with the whole thing. Let's go see. I know that he hates it. I know that he hates to see you in pain. He doesn't like it whatsoever, but I can definitely see that confrontation-wise, it's not his thing. So will Osmond stand up for you against Kay and the family altogether? I'm going to say no, sweetie. I'm going to say no. He's not going to necessarily, sweetie. I kind of feel like he's going to go with the flow. I know that there's going to be a dissatisfaction, but he's just going to feel as though this is just over. It's too much of a burden. It's way too much, and he's just going to collapse under the pressure altogether. Therefore, he's got a lot of ideas. He's got a lot of things to say, but he doesn't necessarily finish anything. He doesn't necessarily move on forward with them. So I will say over here, do not feel as though he's going to be doing anything over here. I feel as though he's just going to let things go a little bit with the flow. I'm sorry. I feel like you need somebody by your side to help you, to stand up next to you and to really stand up for your thoughts and your ideas and your love and your wants and your desires, as everybody just kind of seems to be pushing you down, Zane. I'm sorry, lovely, that you're feeling this way and that this is, this is happening like this. And you say, does Osmond defend you in front of Kay when she talks badly about you or her family talks badly about you? And does he notice that she tries to paint you bad? Thank you for the list, Juanson. So, does Osmond defend you in front of Kay? Does Osmond defend you in front of Kay when she talks badly? I'm going to have to say, again, over here, I feel like it's a no, but I'm not going to completely say a no. I feel as though every once in a while, we do kind of stand our ground a little bit, and we do say a little bit of a something to try to defend you, to try to be there for you. But at the same time, if it continues, then I feel like we kind of give up because we think, okay, we don't like the confrontation, but it is really about not wanting to continue, thinking that we can continue and continue and continue. It's not really going to give anything. As this person has this upon their mind, this is what they're going to continue to think, even though I will say something. Therefore, he is going to choose to not necessarily say anything. So does Osmond defend you in front of Kay when she talks badly about you? I feel as though he actually does. Not all the time, but he does try to. But whenever it kind of fails, he just pretty much goes with the flow and just kind of gives up because he doesn't feel like it's going to change all that much. But he does notice that she does try to paint you into a bad way, into a negative way here, sweetie. My dear Zane, I am sending you so much love, sweetie. I just kind of feel like everybody's a little bit against you, right? Nobody's really standing on up. You're trying to stand up as strong as possible. You're trying to fight them off. You're like a warrior over here, but you're a warrior all by yourself. Stay strong. You know what? You can't... We would like other people to stand up for us, to do things and to help us, but... ultimately, you are your main warrior. You got to stand up. You got to do what's best for you. Say what is best for you. Move on forward. And the rest is just going to kind of, go along with it. So don't give up is what I'm trying to say over here. Don't give up, sweetie. Bright eyes. What does Rufus want to say to you from his heart and feelings? And will Rachel and yourself get the funds to move to the townhouse, or will it be a house? Let me go and see. So what does Rufus want to say to you from the heart and the feelings? I like this question. I really do. It reminds me of something that Amy had asked earlier, and I thought it was just lovely. So let's take this one and let's take that one and let's go and find out. So we are with Bright Eyes at this moment. Katie is next, followed out by Juanson. So what does Rufus want to say to you from his heart, deep down into those feelings? We want to tell you over here that we're looking for a new way. We're looking for more attachment, but we're not looking for marriage at this moment. And I feel as though this is somewhat clear into their mind, or into his mind anyways. What he wants you to know is that he loves you, he cares for you, he wants to be with you, but he needs to go with divine timing. He needs things to move one step at a time. I feel as though he does not want to feel any pressure, does not want to feel rushed about anything. But even though he does not want to be rushed upon anything, he wants you to know that he loves you. He also wants you to know from the bottom of the heart that he is looking for celebrations. He is looking for stability with you. Although he might not be looking for marriage right away into the future, he does see himself with you. But he sees himself with you into a beautiful relationship where there is balance, where there is fairness, where there is a certain equilibrium, let me put it that way, where there is no betrayal, where there is no suffering, but there is nothing but beautiful self-control, courage, and love. So what he's truly asking you over here is he wants to tell you that he loves you. He does want to be with you forever, but he needs you to give him a little bit more time into the meanwhile. And will Rachel and yourself get the funds to move to the townhouse, or will it be a house? Let's take this one and let's take this one. He is kind of overthinking everything, right? But you do understand. So will Rachel and yourself get the funds to move to the townhouse, or will it be the house? Okay. Is it going to be the townhouse? I'm actually going to have to say yes. I do feel as though the townhouse is going to be a possibility over here, if the townhouse is the one that you do wish to have. It's kind of interesting because you say about the townhouse, or will it be a house? The townhouses seem quite positive for me. Let me go see for the house also. Maybe you'll be able to choose. Maybe you'll be able to have the funds for either one of them and you'll be able to choose which one is best. Okay. So I'm going to have to say over here, I feel as though quite strongly that it is going to be the townhouse. So I will say a townhouse over here from what I can see at this moment. Lovely. Congratulations to you, my sweetie. It seems as though love is finally putting itself into its right place. It feels as though home and finances, everything is just putting itself exactly where it should be, falling into place. Isn't it the women who overthink, right? Yeah, honestly, tonight I was talking about this, Bright Eyes, tonight. My son was telling me, he's like, oh, Mom, you always say that you know absolutely everything, right? And I'm like, I do. I don't know everything into the world, but I know everything about you. And he's like, no. What am I thinking about? And I told him what he was thinking about. And he said, no, I'm thinking about nothing. And I'm like, it's not possible. You cannot think about nothing. It's not possible. And then David, my partner, he says, yeah, it is. Men, we can think about nothing. And I'm like, it's not possible. Even if you're thinking about nothing, you're definitely thinking that you're thinking about nothing. But it's absolutely impossible to think about nothing. It's not possible. And yet, both of them, my 9-year-old and, partner, 45-year-old, they're both like, no, it's possible. We can think about nothing. And I just don't get that. How can you think about nothing? Honestly, I don't get it. I think about not just one thing. I think about a million things. I've got like a Santa Claus list in front of me, and I think about every single one of these, and I just kind of, multitask whatever is going through into my mind. I'm really lucky. I get to go to bed at night, even though I'm thinking about a zillion different things, and I fall asleep like that. But I don't get it. How can a person onto this earth think about nothing? Just nothing. Like, I don't get it. I don't. And I will never agree upon it. I do not believe it. I always believe that you are thinking about something. Even if you're thinking about scratching your toe, you're thinking about something. It's not possible. And it's so funny because he told me this the longest time ago. Honestly, when we first met like 18 years ago, he told me, he's like, you know what? I used to ask him that stupid question all the time. I say stupid, but I still like the question. I just haven't asked it into the longest of time. What are you thinking about right now? And he would answer to me, absolutely nothing. And I'm like, you're lying. But apparently they can think about nothing. So there you go. It's not, right, Katie? I know. All right. I'm going to go and see Katie over here. You agree too, right, Bright Eyes? It's not possible. It's spaghetti brain or what? I know, Katie. Same there. You're thinking about a lot, and that's why you manifest things that you don't want. Well, thank you, Juanson. Thank you. Thank you for saying exactly what we are saying. I love it. Okay. I'm going to go and see Katie over here. Thank you, guys. I love you guys. I'm glad we're all onto the same page. So who is better for you, Jordan or Kaylin? Yeah, Jordan or Kaylin. Let's take this one out over here for Jordan, and then we're going to take something out on Kaylin. So Jordan or Kaylin. Here we go for our beautiful Katie. Now, we're not going to spy. This is going to be over here for Jordan. And then the following one is going to be for Kaylin. My mind is like a book, a thought, right? And music. I know, it just never stops, right? I don't know. I think some of these men are lying to us. That's what I think. I think they're talking and thinking about a bunch of stuff. They're just not telling us about it. It's not possible. It is not humanly possible to think about nothing. All right, so let's go and see for Kaylin. All right, are you ready? Who is better for you? Jordan. This is going to be for Jordan. Here we go. We've got love with Jordan. We seem to be getting a lot of clarity because we know a lot about Jordan altogether. I feel as though, honestly, I have not taken out your cards yet upon Kaylin, but if you had to choose, you would choose Jordan right away. There's no doubt about it. I feel as though with Jordan, you would like to have, you know, family. I'm saying children, being together, clarity, being strong, having the love, having. I feel as though there's no doubt about it. Jordan is the one for you. But my ending, your question is who is best for you? For you, it is going to be Jordan. But I don't believe that you think that it is possible because we are finishing up with the Hermit. That being said, I'm actually going to have to say over here that I do believe you are going to have a nice, beautiful beginning with Kaylin. There is a possibility if you would like it to. I feel as though we would like to have a beginning, but we're not going to be in it for the long term. So if you're looking for marriage or looking for the long-term type of relationship, it is not going to be with Kaylin. Kaylin over here is not looking for that. Kaylin is looking for a relationship, yes. Love, yes, you could have love. You could have a great time with Kaylin, no doubt about it, but you're not going to get married with Kaylin. You're not going to stay with him forever. As for Jordan, for the moment, I'm not going to say that you're going to be with him together forever because I do see our Hermit card at the end who's kind of ruining everything. But if you had to choose and between both of them, it would be Jordan. Hello, Patricia. How are you doing? And you can confirm that they're thinking about something, even if they're not thinking about their thinking. Thank you, Watson. Thank you. I think I need you to talk to David, and you need to talk to Matthias. Honestly, you need to tell these guys. I know. They're lying to me. And you allow your emotions to guide you, right? Oh, well, I don't know. Even if your emotions are guiding you, you're feeling something within those emotions, right? You're feeling anxiousness or sadness or something. You're allowing, I don't know. Let me go. You need an IV drip of coffee, don't you? Let me go and see over here, Katie. How will the concert go for you this Wednesday? So beautiful. I know I did not quite, I told you what I was seeing. So I'm going to say Jordan altogether. Jordan is the one that is best for you at this moment. It doesn't mean that he's ultimately going to be the best for you forever. But at this moment, it is what it is. Oh no, Juanson never lies. Juanson is our knight. He is our knight. He never lies. He is one of the sweetest men I know. So let's go for it. Katie, how will the concert go for you this Wednesday? I know, right, Juanson? I know. Definitely. I am good, Patricia. How have you been, sweetie? Okay, so how is it going to go? It's going to be filled with a lot of curiosity. Who are you going to this show with? Are you going with somebody in particular, sweetie? Because I feel like there's going to be a lot of emotion, feeling overwhelmed altogether, wanting a certain security, feeling as though there could be a certain opportunity that could be opening on up. I'm going to have to say over here, it's going to go quite well, but there's going to be a lot of emotions, a lot of just feeling overwhelmed and wanting something more where there could actually be something more that could pop on up. So are you going with anybody over there? Monday, a date with Kaylee, and a Wednesday, concert with Jordan. Well, there you go. Jordan, that's it. Okay, this is it. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. You're going to be feeling overwhelmed. I'm feeling as though there's going to be some type of security, some type of comfort. You're wanting something out of this. I'm going to say it's going to go really, really quite well with Jordan. A definite yes. So it's going to be great, and I feel like you're going to have some doors that are going to be opening up for you. Good for you, sweetie. I know. I'm liking this. Oh, Patricia, going with the flow was good too. I definitely agree with you, Apollo, but yes. I'm not going to say that my David is wise. I'm not going to say he's got that wisdom. And I'm not going to say my 10-year-old neither, because Yeah, no, and it's difficult also. I mean, my 10-year-old has ADHD with hyperactivity. I mean, his brain never stops. He's definitely lying to me. And David has ADHD too, so I don't believe it. Oh, yes, I know, I know. Um, yeah, you're trying to get his friends onto your side, right? I don't really feel like you need to. I kind of feel like they're already onto your side, Katie. Not a problem whatsoever, sweetie. Hey, we only have Wanson. Let's go see Wanson. To light a whole city, right? So when you manifest things that you want. Yes, yes. All right, let's go and find out what I've got coming on out. Here we go. With my little buddy Miranda on her hippie. Who is Miranda on the hippie self? Who is that? Oh, okay. Yeah, she was still not there, right? All right, let's go see. Let's take out some Lenormand. Find out what we can find. Here we go. Yeah, you see, this is it. They both have ADHD. They never stop. I mean, David can't even sleep at night. Seriously, he just can't shut his mind down. Okay, so let's go for it. Watson, let's take out some Lenormand. Let's go over here and let's go over here. Voila, voila, voila. And voila. And here we go. Okay. Let's go and see what we've got going on. So this is going to be, and again, I know that between work and love, it's really, really quite related. But let's take both out and see what we've got. Hey, Zach, how are you doing? All right, Juanson, here we go. Miranda is my little buddy. She's cool, right? You've done a reading on her. If I remember, she came from... Oh, did she? I don't remember. She wasn't a... Oh, well, there you go. And she wasn't a squirrel, right? Oh, my gosh. These squirrel conversations. A child over here. Beginnings. Holding on to beautiful beginnings. Holding on to love. Looking for hope, looking for some beautiful openings, looking for some type of a luck or some type of a sign of some sort, but not really coming on in. We can also see over here with our ship, nothing is really moving. We're wanting to build, we're trying to stay as stable as possible with no movement at this moment, and I don't necessarily see any movement in sight. Yeah, you're kind of stuck into this position, aren't you? If we move on forward... snake, our path, our birds, our man. Okay. I feel as though we do have over here our woman who is somewhat into a position with somebody who would be of a snake, but we do know who the snake is. I don't want you to think as though it is somebody new from work or anybody who is a little bit evil onto that side. I feel as though it is related to the person who is the person that we don't really want to mention and we don't really know how to call them. I'm still seeing some endings, but I'm seeing no messages whatsoever. I feel as though she is still looking towards this person, but this person also seems to be looking elsewhere, which is kind of an interesting twist because I feel as though even though she has not yet broken up with this person is actually kind of looking into a different way, as if they're not really interested in her anymore, which is very interesting also. So this is what I'm seeing for the moment. It is intriguing, isn't it? All right, let's go find out what else we've got. Let's take out, let's go over here and over here and see what I've got. I know, right? She doesn't even know how to call him, but I kind of feel as though he's almost a little bit looking into a different direction, like he's not really interested anymore, which could be a fantastic thing. It could just end up breaking up into an easier way for you. Birthday in 2 months, Zach. You're somewhat of a Christmas baby, or are you speaking about Lilith's birthday? It's very long. Okay, so let's go and find out. Here we go. What I can see over here for you is we're somewhat trying to avoid the conflicts as much as possible. You're looking for harmony, you're looking for peace, but that is somewhat synonym of you, right? If I was to describe Juanson, that would be it. Somebody who tries to avoid conflict as much as possible. Somebody who's harmonious. Somebody who is peaceful. Somebody who likes to be into a relaxed type of environment. Who likes to release tension. And this is you. So I feel as though this is what you're trying to do into your life altogether. You're trying to cooperate. You're trying to make things as best as possible. It's important for you right now to try to keep your independence a little bit. You do know that even though you're not into the relationship, you are into a third-party situation because there is somebody else who is involved. That being said, I feel as though onto the other side, and I'm seeing it within the card over here also, that the other third party is not really giving any support whatsoever. I feel as though we do have over here an isolation. She has not been seeing him. She is somewhat withdrawn. I feel as though lately anyway, she's been kind of moody. I don't feel as though things have been going into the direction that she would like them to. And she's getting a lot of insecurity about this. Now, she's getting a lot of insecurity and she's being moody, not towards work, not towards school, towards love. I feel like she's tired of this whole cycle altogether. She wants to end it, but doesn't know how to do so, doesn't have the courage to do so. Yeah. Oh, you even know the date, 26th of January. Aha. I know, right? Seriously. Oh, the 25th of January. Well, don't cry, Zach. You're still young, my dear gosh. Let's go and see what, let's go see what soulmates have to say. Oh, well, you were really not far, Lilith. You are 1 day away. I have to say it's pretty darn good. Here we go. You are an angel of light, and before you, I surrender my past and future. All that matters in this moment, my heart is transformed. Every single time you are near. We could do that once, and we definitely could. You know, it's kind of interesting. When you say that once, and you reminded me of my very best friend. She's Chinese, and she moved here with her family. I believe she was about 5 years old, and she moved here with her whole family all together. Now she's 40. Hold on, she's 42. She's 42 now. And so she's been here for quite some time, but when she was in China, somebody actually stole her and her brothers and sisters and actually put her into a huge container, and they were wanting to sell them. They were wanting to ship them out onto a boat and sell them, and luckily, I don't quite remember the story exactly. They ended up finding them right on time, and then they ended up, you know, coming on over to Canada, but they were so lucky she almost got sold along with her brothers and sisters, and she was like stolen. That was in China a long time ago, but what a horrible story. It's a horrible story. It is, isn't it? Honestly. It's scary as hell. Whenever I think about it, I'm just like, oh my gosh, seriously. She had to live through that. That is horrific. So, yeah. All right. Not that I want to put anybody into a box and ship them out to China, but it sounds horrible. 17. You deserve all the accolades being bestowed upon you. Your efforts to improve your mental, spiritual, and physical well-being have been highly beneficial to your vast and beautiful achievements. And your angels are giving you this message to tell you that you do not deserve scraps. Understand that you deserve so much more than you think. Build up your self-esteem and confidence in order to get what God really wanted you to have. All right, and let's go see what she's feeling. How's she feeling altogether? At this moment, she's into a period of rebuilding. She's into a period of kind of delaying the inevitable altogether because she's not really concluding anything onto one side, yet she does want to conclude and finish some things off. She's resisting some change altogether over here. She's a little bit kind of averting disaster, if you will. So I will say to you at this moment, she is trying to do her very best to try to build her life as best as she possibly can into the way that she would like to. And here we go. I'm going to say I am absolutely open to all different kind of compromise. Also, I feel the exact same way than you do. No, don't pass out onto a blessing. Absolutely. Do you think about me also? Do you even care about me? And Ace of Pentacles, wanting beginnings, wanting to be with you, wanting to start a family with you. And guys, we do have our beautiful Carrie who has popped on in, so we will finish up with Carrie in just a moment here, guys. Okay, so let's go forward over here. And let's go forward. So we're going to finish up with Carrie in just one moment, and I'm going to give you some more messages over here. All right. I want you to know that at this moment I am hiding my true feelings. Hello, my beautiful Carrie. Nice to see you, sweetie. I was wondering about you earlier. I did not see you come on in. I did not. And I was told that you were here, and then I was going to send you a message after the live to make sure that you were okay, because I did read your Facebook message today, and I know that things have not necessarily gone the way that you wanted them to, right? And I know that it's really, really cold for you, so let's go and see what we've got in just a few moments. I'm going to go and check that out. Watson, I want to kiss you. Please give me some time. I also want you to know that I am always with you. And let's go and conclude over here with our dear friend, Carrie. and problems with installers, right? My day was good, sweetie. Thank you for asking, lovely. Let me go see for your first question. So, does Sagittarius sometimes try to make you jealous is what I'm looking for, okay, lovely? Let's go and see that. I hope your eye is doing better too. How's your eye going? Don't send me a picture though. It's troublesome to my mind. But how is your eye doing, Carrie? A wood stove guy came and left, said maybe he'll make time Monday, and a wood guy for wood canceled 10 minutes ago. Seriously, what's wrong with these guys? Well, guys, women, doesn't matter who it is. What's wrong with them? I don't know. That is so weird. I know. That is so strange that you would have these type of people who do business into this kind of way. My dear gosh, get underneath those heated blankets, sweetie, and just stay there. Eat some warm soup and try to stay warm as most as possible. You need to move. You need to change places. Lovely. Oh my God. Does he sometimes try to make you jealous altogether? Is this what he is up to? Sometimes, yes. Not always. Sometimes I feel like he wants a little bit more from you. Sometimes I feel like he wants to get a little bit more attention. He wants to get a little extra something. He wants to feel like he's that much more important, perhaps, into, you know, into your world. So I will say a yes, but at the same time, it's a yes and it's a no. Sometimes it's a yes, but it's not always a yes. Sometimes he's really doing it for his own self-validation. It's chilly. Yeah, I know. You popped. Oh, no, Carrie. Oh, my gosh. I'm so sorry, sweetie. Oh. What you do? You're cop-wise, aren't you? You are. You woke up at 10 Celsius in the house this morning. Expected to drop a lot tomorrow. Oh, my gosh. I'm so sorry, Carrie. That is so cold. That is so cold. Are you going to get somebody to install that wood stove next week? What an appropriate question as we're talking about it, right? Oh, that is a really good idea, Perfectism. I really do like that. Yes, a space heater. Definitely. David had bought me that, years ago. My gosh. And I've had it for, my son is going to be 10 years old. So I've had it for approximately 10 years, even 11. He bought it to me before I was pregnant of our first child. And because I was always cold and he hated to put heat into the house. He kept it like at 19 or something. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm freezing. And so he got me, like a space heater thing. And they really heat up like crazy. Cat videos? They keep telling me that's not cold. Yeah, right. No way. You wish Florida would get cold. Seriously. Oh my gosh. Give yourself a little bit of time. Sometimes the oranges freeze in Florida in January. You don't want to be naughty? Yeah, don't be naughty. Don't do that. All right, I'm going to continue on and go see if somebody's going to come on by and install that for you. So I am going to have to say over here, sweetie, I do believe that you're going to have somebody who's going to come on by this week who's going to be able to install that for you. And what is Sagittarius doing up and did briefly flirted? Is he online with anybody right now flirting? Oh no, that is bad. That is horrible. Oh no. Underneath 18, 19 degrees, it's too cold. It's not comfortable. It just, oh no. You get chills into the bones and you just can't get rid of it, right? And you've got your little wee ones that are sick too, that are ill, that have a cold. I did say yes to install this week. I did. All right. I like your positivism. Seriously. I'd say positivism. I don't know. Can I say positivism? Positivity. I think I can say positivism. So I will say positivity. Perfectism. So yeah, okay. Has he been flirting or anything of the such over here? I'm going to have to say people have flirted with him, but I feel as though he accepts the flirtatious, but he doesn't necessarily flirt on back. So I'm going to say as for that, I feel like you're still good. I don't feel like he's, playing around or fooling around or doing anything that he's not supposed to. Okay, I know. Between you and me, just, accepting flirtations from other people is problemsome enough for me. And I know it is for you too, but we can't really change all that much about that. Let me go and see what the pendulum has to say. Kids away tomorrow. You can't let them be into this. And I know. Candy, it is again. Yeah, the candy is still there. Would you like some beautiful candy, Zach? It sounds like I want to poison you or something, right? Yeah, but if you could only smell this candy. I went to Annelle's horse riding classes today, and the owner, she's the one who gives the classes. And she's like, oh, because we were talking about Halloween candy and how much the kids, picked up Halloween candy. And she's like, ooh, I don't know why I should not. She's like, I should disguise myself and go get some candy. I'm like, well, okay. I said, you could, but if not, you know what? I've got a huge bag of candy into my car if you want it. And she's like, oh, yeah, she wasn't expecting it. I came out with I don't know how many pounds of chocolate and candy because I just have way too much of it at home. And now she's going to be hyped up. She's really going to have to run with the ponies and the horses this week because she's going to have to burn off everything I gave her. She's not even going to be able to finish it. Okay, that being said, yeah, this is it. This is you talking about a candy. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, this big girl wants some candy, right? Yeah, you want different type of candy, Amy. The big girl is looking for something other that's big, and that's candy. We're not talking about the same stuff. All right, okay. Yeah. So let's go see. Oh, you're right, though, Carrie. You're right. It's kind of crazy. I guess it kind of went all the way through all Canada, right? We had one house out of two that gave candy. But that being said, the people who did give some gave a ton. We gave out a ton and we received a ton. We have way too much candy. I'm not going to be able to. Christmas is coming. They're going to have Christmas candy. My kids still have candy from Easter. They have not eaten, my dear gosh. I can't keep track of it. I can't. But there were less houses giving candy out. There were less houses that were decorated. Yet we had one of the best years temperature-wise to pass Halloween. So it was kind of interesting. But I think the economy is not all that great right now, which is most likely responsible of it. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Chocolate and sex, they go together, Amy. And exporting it, that's it, right? All right, okay, Carrie, let me go and see over here. Let me go and ask these questions. Hold on, let me just go and gather them back over here. And let's start off. So, Starburst. Yeah, my son loves that stuff. Yeah, I've got a lot of it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll bring some down tomorrow so you can see some onto the altar, Zach. So let's go and see over here. I'm sorry, my beautiful Carrie. I am. That sucks. I mean, kids love chocolate, right? Of chocolate and candy and the whole stuff. So let's go see over here. So does Sag try to make Carrie jealous sometimes with flirting with other women? And that is a yes. Also, will Carrie get somebody to install the wood stove next week? Is Sagittarius flirting with anybody? Oh, that's true. My sodas. You haven't asked me in the longest of time. Juanson, tonight I am drinking noix de coco et ananas. So I'm drinking some kind of watered pina colada if you want. Yeah, coconut and pineapple. There you go. Laura, you're going to need a spanking from having a birthday party. Yes, I say enjoy the spanking, Amy. Take it on in. You deserve it. Okay, we got to stop this. This is not an 18 plus. That is enough. No more chocolate, no more spanking, no more sexy talk. That's it. You guys are going to be yeeted. Okay, let me go to your usual questions over here and let me go and see. Yeah, share? No, I'm not sharing with you, Zach. You go get your own. Okay, so I want to go and know, does Sag still love Carrie? Does Sag still want a long-term relationship with Carrie? Is Sag cheating on Carrie? Please let me know when Sag is going to be asking Carrie for a proposal. Okay, I'm still getting somewhere around the end of September, October of next year. Amy, you say fine. You're going to go and change your socks, right? Yeah, you change your socks, all right. You'll just be thirsty? All right, so one is changing socks, the other is going to be thirsty. I feel like you guys could go well together. A thirsty and a sock? Oh, I'm loving. I got to stop this. Yes. Yeah, take a video, a picture when you're happy, and then you can look back when you're blue and cheer yourself up, right? Flow state technology. Well, why not? Why not? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go and ask your questions with the tarot cards, and I'm going to go and I still hear my kids up, so I guess David did not put the kids to bed yet, because theoretically we're 8:48 and not 9:48, so it's almost their bedtime. Yeah, I'll go and be non-flirtatious with David. How's that? Okay, so let's continue. As he will fall asleep after 2 minutes of watching a movie. I do want to say, I do want to specify. Because it could sound bad to certain ears. So, does he still love you? Does he still want to be with you? And what are his aspirations for this relationship altogether? Beautiful clarity, beautiful love. Sometimes we feel as though we're a little bit left out into the side. Sometimes we feel as though we're a little bit lonely. We don't really know how to move on forward. Still a little bit at that loss, but we still have beautiful hopes. We still have beautiful desires, and it is definitely not into our plan to change anything whatsoever. So I'm going to have to say over here, I don't feel like we want to change anything. Exactly. That's exactly it. I like it. It sounds nice. I like the way you say that. So I am going to have to say over here altogether, my beautiful, that you are loved, you are cared for, but he does feel lonely sometimes. He does feel a little bit sad sometimes, and sometimes he would just like to really just kind of be there next to you and just give you the biggest hug into the world, and that, you know, all those that distance and all those problems would just kind of disappear. That would be fantastic. And at the same time, it would allow you to press that delete button, so everything would just be gone, and it would be so nice. But since we're not quite into that place, we're working onto it. We're trying to find the answers, but sometimes it kind of brings us down. But we still love you, and nothing has really changed, sweetie. Oh, you're the security guard, Juanson. Absolutely. Yeah, you go for it. You go for it, sweetie. that being said, my beautiful souls, I am going to say good night to every single one of you guys. And we will see you tomorrow. Same place, same time. Zach, go get yourself something to drink. Amy, if you're cold, put some socks on. And yeah, I'll put some too, Amy. I'll put some socks on too. And Carrie, stay warm. Put yourself a beautiful electrical blanket, or get yourself, as Perfectionism said, get yourself a beautiful little heat dish. They're lovely. They sell them at Costco, I think, like $50. They heat up a whole room altogether. I swear, they're so hot. And we'll see you tomorrow. I know, right? You did. You definitely did. What did you say onto it? What is that? What did you say to me? And before you say goodnight, and you can't take it back, you're telling me ahead of time, good night. You're so sweet. So good night, everybody. See you tomorrow. Yes, with that squirrel. And have yourself a beautiful evening. See you tomorrow, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight.